If you've been thinking about getting serious with your money, like actually serious, now's the time. The Motley Fool is offering new members 50% off their iconic stock recommendation service, Stock Advisor. This is the same service that's crushed the market with recommendations that have returned 1,057% since inception, compared to the S&P 500's 180% over that same period. This isn't guesswork. The Motley Fool has a track record of finding companies before they become household names. So if you want to invest smarter and you like saving money while doing it, go to fool.com/listen to claim your 50% off discount off a 1-year term of Stock Advisor. Again, that's fool.com/listen. Returns of 1,057% are from the Motley Fool's product Stock Advisor and measured against S&P 500 returns of 180% as of July 10th, 2025. Past performance is not an indicator of future results. All investing involves a risk of loss. Individual investment results may vary.
For a lot of gamblers, Pennsylvania's self-ban program is kind of flawed. Meanwhile, York County has rolled out a new system for victims of crime. It's the Immaculate Collection, and it ended up being nothing to get hysterical about. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today. Yay. Pennsylvania's self-exclusion program for those suffering from gambling addiction works like this, reports Axios Philadelphia. Residents can sign up to ban themselves from casinos, gambling apps, slot machines, fantasy sports, and the lottery either online or by scheduling an appointment at a state gaming control board location. This self-exclusion can last anywhere between a year and a lifetime, and any gaming operator that gets caught letting self-excluded people play can face fines of up to $250,000, depending on the severity of the case. However, self-exclusion runs solely on the person's Scout's honor, and operators who do catch anyone on the list playing have to dine themselves out. In short, and in the words of Cole Wogeman of the National Council on Problem Gambling, quote, "There are definitely flaws in the system, flaws that have only been exacerbated by the increased accessibility in gambling thanks to apps. Some suggested fixes to this are the use of facial recognition technology at casinos, as well as the creation of a national database to stop self-banned players from crossing state lines to dodge restrictions." The state made $6.1 billion in gambling revenue last year, a third of which came from online gambling. York County Regional Police have launched a new automated system that'll keep crime victims informed on their case's progress, reports the York Dispatch. Made possible by a grant from the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency, this Versatem Community Connect system will send text messages and emails to victims and anyone who called 911 with updates and key information like the case number and the name of the officer investigating the case. This system will also collect feedback from users after an interaction with police personnel takes place. Allegheny Cleanways is leading an immaculate collection, states the Union Progress. Since a ton of visitors are expected to flock to the Pittsburgh area for the NFL draft, officials have launched this $1 million effort to make sure the city makes a nice, clean, put-together impression through a massive cleanup effort. That's the short-term goal. Long-term, the program will hopefully mitigate littering in streets and rivers way after the draft occurs. Reads the Immaculate Collection's catchphrase, quote, "Blitz the litter, beautify the burg." The Raven Ridge Wildlife Center in Washington Borough claims they get a lot of unexpected calls, says PennLive. And this most recent one from Columbia Police certainly fell into that category. Cops informed the center that a 3-foot-long boa constrictor was found in the middle of the road the other day. And while they don't typically take in exotic animals, they made an exception for this guy. The center is currently looking after the boa constrictor as it searches for its owner. That wraps up today's episode. For more news, visit PennLive.com. Also, please remember to rate this podcast and to share it around with your family and friends. Thanks ahead of time, and of course, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and hope to see you tomorrow for Today in PA.